Hello everyone, welcome back to Clarity Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Bree, and in this reading, we're going to be exploring the different opportunities that are currently in your life right now and seeing where each of these opportunities can potentially take you and what your life will look like doing each opportunity. So the reason why I'm doing this reading is because many of us may have a lot of opportunities coming to us, maybe have a lot of choices, lots of decisions to make, and this reading was designed to help you to understand how each of those choices or paths or opportunities will pan out and work out in your life. So what I've done here is I have created 3 different readings, and in each reading I pulled what the overall energy of that opportunity is, the pros, the cons, what your life would look like if you pursued that opportunity, and what the ultimate outcome is, as well as pulled an oracle card for each of the piles. So the way you can use this reading is for different ideas that you have, different decisions that you have, different people in your life, different opportunities. So for example, maybe you have 3 different business ideas. Each pile can represent each idea, okay? Maybe you're choosing different colleges right now, and each pile can be a different college, okay? Maybe you're choosing between multiple love interests. Each pile can be a different love interest. So take this reading and use it how you need to use it for your life, and assign each idea or person or opportunity to each pile, and then listen to that pile and hear what the message is, okay? So I pulled an animal spirit card for each pile to help you choose which pile would be which pile. So the first pile, I got the buffalo spirit. So that's pile 1 is the buffalo spirit animal. And I really think this card is super beautiful. I love like the purples and the pinks and the blues. To me, it stands out from the other 2 cards, which have more reds and oranges and yellows. So it feels that this is more of like a reflective type of energy. It has more of those like upper chakra colors, so throat chakra, crown chakra, third eye chakra vibes is what I'm getting from this. Whereas the other 2 have kind of more of those deeper chakras, like the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus energy to them. So pile 2 here, I got 2 actually. I got the phoenix energy and the golden egg. So this energy to me feels more of like a renewal, a rebirth, an awakening, and kind of like the hatching or the beginning of something. So that's the energy that I'm getting from pile 2. And then pile 3, again, I got 2 different energies here. I got the peacock energy and the tarantula energy. So this to me feels like something that is going to be very public, or something that is going to be where you're going to be seen and shown off, okay, for something. So that's the energy that I'm getting from this pile, okay? So go ahead, take as much time as you need, pause the reading if you need to, and really take some time to think about the question that you have and assign each of those ideas to the different piles. I will be going ahead and time stamping the different piles down below so you can easily access them and jump to them. So I'm going to start with pile number 1, the buffalo spirit, and then we will do the other cards after that. Okay, so pile number one, welcome to your reading. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is interpreting the animal spirit, because this is giving us kind of like the overall energy of what you're going to be doing, or how this situation or scenario will be panning out for you. So I'm actually going to read this from the guidebook. So let's look for the animal spirit. I'm sorry, the buffalo spirit. Okay. The energy for this choice or decision in your life says grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise towards heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and we may allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. So when this energy is in balance, it is trusting and it is pure presence. When it is out of balance, it is restless and lacks gratitude. Okay, so whatever this opportunity is, and I was picking that up in the beginning because of the colors of the card, whatever this opportunity is, this is something that is more of a spiritual journey, okay? It's not so much about the tangible physical reality. This may be something that you're doing or someone that you're getting involved with that's going to play a role in your spiritual development, in your spiritual path, okay? So right off the bat, like if this is like a business opportunity or something that you're hoping will manifest results for you in your tangible physical reality, this choice that's not really the point of this choice or of this opportunity. The point of this choice is to grow spiritually, to gain in your spiritual gifts and spiritual knowledge, okay? So I am getting like very big like spiritual business here. Like maybe you're wanting to start a yoga business or start maybe like a tarot or astrology channel, or, share your gifts and talents with people. And kind of turn your gifts, skills, and talents into a business, into a way that you make money. However, I feel like, and we'll see what the cards say, I feel like you will gain a lot from this experience, but it's not really going to provide you with material security, because that's not the point of it. The point of your gifts are not to provide you with like spiritual, or to not provide you with material abundance. It's more to help you spiritually. Okay, so like if you're trying to start a business doing something that you love, like a creative passion or a hobby that you want to do, I think you'll be very successful at it because you're using your gifts, you're doing what you love. But successful doesn't necessarily translate into monetary things or possessions or resources, okay? So you have to really think about, why am I doing what I'm doing? Is it because I just genuinely want to do what I love, do my hobby as a job, live my passion, or am I trying to like make a lot of money or provide for myself materially? Okay, so that's, think the first thing that you would have to think about with this particular opportunity. Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards now. So, like I said, I did the overall energy, the pros, the cons, and what the path would look like ahead, as well as the outcome. Okay, so you had two overall energy cards. We had the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Hermit card here, again, this is like just further confirming all the energy that I'm getting. This seems to be something that you would be doing more as a way of expressing your inner thoughts, feelings, and gifts. And it's more of something to do because you love to do it and you want to do it. Not really something that you're doing to like make money, okay? If you're going into this to make money or to gain something or to get something out of it physically, I think you're going to be disappointed because it's not going to give you that like yield that you're potentially looking for, okay? I also feel that it's very much of a solo pursuit. It's something that you're doing on your own. It's something you're doing by yourself, which may or may not be a bad thing. It just depends on what you want to do. If you want to work by yourself or work for yourself, then this is going to be an excellent opportunity for you. So I'm getting very creative vibes. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a painter, maybe you're a musician, maybe you make music, and those are all sort of things that you do yourself. They're very solitary things, okay? And so maybe you're seeking that. Maybe that's exactly what you want. I feel that that's exactly what you're going to get, but I feel that it's not going to give you, if you're looking to like get rich doing this, or provide for yourself doing this, or make a living doing this, then I feel that it's just not going to happen. Maybe not to say that it's never going to happen, but it's definitely not going to be as easy or as quick or as immediate. And so if you have like immediate if you have like an immediate need, like you need to pay your bills, you need to make money to support yourself, then this would not be the path to go. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue this, okay? It definitely doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue it. Because the pro of this, we have the Three of Swords. And yes, this might seem like maybe more of a negative energy or more of a like difficult energy, but I feel that doing this, it's going to bring you a lot of healing. It's going to heal a lot of challenging things that you've been through. It's going to give you an expression or an outlet to use to help you to heal yourself. So I feel that by doing your hobby, by doing your passion, by doing what you love, by using your creative energy, by using your spiritual energy, it is going to heal you, right? It's going to heal you. It's going to make you better. And that's amazing. That's awesome, right? So that's the pro of this, is that it brings you a ton of healing. However, the con of this is the two of Wands. So doing this, it may prevent you from moving forward in your life in the way in which you want to move forward. So, and I'm kind of getting this feeling from this entire reading. It's that maybe you're hoping by doing this thing that your life is going to change in some way. And if this is a person, maybe you're thinking like, if I get with this person, or, be in this relationship, or if I go to this, school or take this job, then it's going to like better me in some way. It's going to help me to move forward. However, I don't feel that this opportunity is going to help you to move forward in maybe the way that you want to and the way that you desire. What it is going to bring into your life, though, okay, with the Ace of Swords and the Empress card, is it's going to bring you a lot of clarity. It's going to bring you a ton of clarity about who you are, what your gifts are, how to use your gifts for healing yourself and healing others. It's going to teach you a lot about life and people, and it's going to just really help you to just be the best version of you, right? Which is very important. That's very important. That's arguably the basis and the foundation of life. You have to know who you are in order to show up well into the world, in order to be your truest and most authentic self. And that's what I feel that this is. By pursuing your music, pursuing your hobby, pursuing this relationship, pursuing this opportunity, whatever it is, it's going to help you to figure out who you are. But I feel that that's not necessarily going to move you forward in your life. So if you're looking for forward movement in your life, that's not really what this is going to bring you. It's more going to bring you lots of like peace and clarity and truth about who you are as an individual, which in turn, the outcome of that has the potential to make you very abundant, right? When you know yourself and you're very clear about how you think and how you feel and what you want, and you feel like you are authentically expressing yourself, and you feel like you are, using your creativity to make and create things and maybe even share them and get, feedback from other people, or maybe people even buy your work or buy your art. Maybe you're someone that makes clothes, or you make candles or something like that, and it feels really good when people buy, things that you've created, that you've put time, energy, and effort in. That's what you're going to get from this past. You're going to get this feeling of like abundance, of completion, of wholeness, of, roundedness, which is absolutely beautiful. Like, one thing I will say about this path is you're always going to be happy doing this path. You're always going to be happy doing this path. You're always going to be, I feel like the word I want to say is like spiritually abundant, or like creatively abundant. Yeah, like you're always going to feel amazing and look amazing because you're doing what you love, okay? So to kind of like tie this up and maybe like give a couple of examples here, the biggest one that I keep getting is like creative hobby, creative business, spiritual business, okay? If that's you, if that resonates with you, then I feel like taking this path or taking this choice, it's going to be an independent path. It's going to be an independent road. It's going to be something that you're doing more autonomously. It's going to be more of a solo thing for you. And it's going to be very healing. It's going to bring a lot of truth and clarity and personal abundance, spiritual abundance, creative abundance into your life. However, it may not bring you the material yield that you're looking for. It may not help you to manifest the life that you really want. It may impede your ability to move forward, or to move forward in life in the way that you want to, doing the things that you want to, living the dream life that you want. But at the same time, you're always going to be happy doing this. You're always going to be happy. You're always going to feel happy. It's always going to be very, very good for you. Okay? So let's see what your oracle card is here. It says the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, okay? So you may, obviously the reason you're watching this reading is because you're trying to get clarity as to whether or not you should take this path, as to whether or not you should do this. And I feel like, the answers that you need regarding this specific path are coming to you. They are coming in. So what I would say is really just be patient, which I know is very difficult, but be patient and take some time out to just breathe and write down all the thoughts that you're having. I feel that by writing, with this being Gemini, writing or speaking out loud is going to help you to determine whether or not, this is going to be the choice you want to make or the path you want to go down, or to get clarity and insight from God, Spirit, Universe, Source as to how this is really going to work out and pan out in your life. Okay? So I hope that this interpretation has helped you. I hope that it's given you some guidance and some clarity and some peace about this specific path and this specific road. And if you would like to look deeper into your personal scenario, then you can always check out my website. The link for that is down below. And you can book a private session with me where we can go into this a bit deeper. All right, so take care. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, be sure that you subscribe before you go, and leave a comment down below letting us know which piles you picked and how it relates to your life. All right, so take care, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, so hello, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the energies that came out for you from the Animal Spirit deck. So you actually got 2. So I'm going to read both of those energies. Okay, so we're going to start with the Phoenix. But what I'm already getting from this Phoenix card, just to kind of intuitively read the cards before we jump into the interpretation that was provided in the book, the thing that stands out for me on this card is this circle. It feels like a full circle moment. It feels like the death, rebirth, and transformation process. And that's a lot of what the Phoenix is. The Phoenix is all about being reborn, okay? Being reborn from the ashes. So something in your life falling completely apart and slowly but surely rebuilding yourself up again and coming out the other side better than you were before. So that's kind of what I feel this choice or this option is to me, is that this is a choice or an option or a person or a decision that you make where it's going to bring everything in your life all together. It's going to make everything that you've been through, that you've gone through, like, make sense. I feel like this is a path where you're going to get a lot of, I don't want to say clarity is not really the word. I feel like you're going to get, what is the word I want to use? It's like, I guess like a feeling of accomplishment, a feeling of completion, a feeling of, so the circle, obviously it has this top part, and then it goes around, and then it goes to the bottom, and then it comes up again. So it's like, I kind of get the feeling like if you were down here at the bottom, you were down. It's like this choice helps to bring you back to the top. It helps to put you back on top in some way in your life, okay? In some way, shape, or form. with the colors, the oranges, the reds, the yellows, it feels that this choice, it provides a lot of like satisfaction to me. There's a lot of satisfaction. There's a lot of there's a lot of satisfaction. It's like you get security from this. You get safety in some way from this. It's kind of like I'm like seeing like a fire, right? So I'm like seeing a fire, like a campfire, and that's kind of like the first thing you need when you go to set up camp. Like you need fire. You need to start a fire, right? Because what does the fire do? The fire provides for a lot of the functions of the camp. It provides the camp with heat. It provides the camp with the ability to cook food. It provides the camp with light. It provides the camp with, you know, the ability to get warm, right? So I feel that whatever this choice is, it's like it provides for you in multiple different ways. Like it gives you multiple ways to provide for yourself. With this golden egg, what I'm getting here, it's like this, yeah, like this is your golden egg. Like this is this is like your pot of gold. This is your pot of gold. This is your, how do I describe it? It's like it's like the thing that everyone's seeking for. It's the thing that everyone's seeking for. It's like that's what this is for you. That's what this choice, this relationship, this pathway, it's your golden egg. It's that thing in life, or that thing in life, or that path in life that you take that provides you with everything you've been looking for, with the happiness, with the abundance, with the love, with the passion, the wealth. It's just like, I'm just getting like everything. Yeah, it really is going to change. This path is going to change your life. Okay? Big time. Big time. All right. Let's go ahead and let's read the energies here. And one thing I will say as well is that both of these cards in this deck are spirit cards. They both have that circle. Okay. So this to me feels, even though I feel that this provides you with like material success in your like material world, like very tangible success, like it feels like it provides you with that. I feel with these being spirit cards is this is also like really a part of your destiny. Like this is really a part of your destiny. It's a part of what you were meant to do in this life. It aligned you with your spiritual path. Sometimes when like we are spiritual beings, right? Or we're really connected with our spirituality and we want to use our spiritual gifts, we think like very literally. Like, oh, I'm a spiritual person. I want to do something that's spiritual. So I'm going to do tarot. I'm going to do astrology. I'm going to do Reiki. I'm going to do, whatever. And it's like you can be spiritual doing anything. Like, you can be spiritual doing anything. Like, spirituality doesn't necessarily mean that you're just like this, like, person that's constantly meditating and, like, doing yoga all the time. Like, that's not necessarily spirituality. You can bring the concepts of your spirituality into whatever you do. You can be a doctor and be spiritual. You can be a lawyer and be spiritual. You can be trying to think of a firefighter and be spiritual, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because you're not working directly in spirituality, like you're not like a pastor or something like that, doesn't mean you're not doing something spiritual. Okay, so whatever this path, it feels very spiritual for you. Okay, so let's read the Phoenix. The Phoenix says, freedom from suffering, past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering for too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us to burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's the sign of fire, of transformation is upon your wings. I'm going to say that one more time. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. So yes, I feel that this path, this opportunity, this choice for you, it's literally going to change your life in so many more ways possible than you could ever even imagine or realize. Okay. It goes on to say that the Phoenix is related to the first chakra. So the ancient yogis believe that our heaviest karma resides in the first chakra. This earthen center, also called Muladhara, or our root. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karma is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. Wow. Yeah, basically confirming everything that I was intuitively getting from this card. They even touched on like the chakras as well. So yeah, this is, so far I've only done one other pile, but this is the pile to me that I feel if you chose this pile, choosing this choice or going down this path or being with this person is going to change everything about who you are in the best way possible. Okay, let's move on to the golden egg. Okay, so the golden egg says, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lies a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response that you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with our vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you were seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Now, this card is associated with the fourth chakra. So it goes on to say, the subtle essence of the golden egg is nestled deep within the heart center at the fourth chakra. This chakra, called Anahata, is the home of the self or the soul. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said our inner guide sits there in deep meditation, waiting for us. Anahata translates as the unstruck sound. Wow. Wow. So not only do I feel that this choice or this opportunity is it going to change your life, I also feel that it's helping you to really find who you truly, really are. Like who you truly, really are. Who you were truly like meant to be in this lifetime, to present yourself in the way that you were really meant to present yourself in this lifetime. Like, well, I know we haven't gotten into the cards yet, you guys, but I'm like already like, whatever this is, yes, 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 yes. This is the path. This is the way. This is the decision, okay? This is the decision. This is the choice that you want to take, okay? Yeah. I'm literally just feeling like so much peace with this. So hopefully, we haven't even gotten into all the cards yet, but hopefully you're feeling at peace just hearing so far what these cards are saying to you and that you're feeling good about this choice, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get into the tarot cards here. So what I pulled here was the overall energy, the pros, the cons, what the path would look like, and the outcome. Okay, so you had 2 cards come out for your path and 2 cards for your outcome. So the overall energy of this, let me move this up a little bit so you guys can see everything. Okay, that's better. All right, so the overall energy of this path, this choice, this decision is the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that we can all agree so far that whatever this path is, whatever this choice is, this is definitely very destined for you. This is literally your destiny. This is the path you want to go down. And what I was getting from this golden egg, it's like not everyone figures out, or people figure out too late, what they're really meant to do in life. Yeah, like not everyone finds that thing, that sweet spot in their life where they're doing what they love and they're doing what they want to do. And it's also providing for them as well. Not everyone gets to that point. And I feel that this path, this decision, this choice, it gives you that. It gives you everything that you want. and the stability and the security to maintain it, right? Because sometimes we get what we want and then we don't know how to maintain it. But this, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like you were always meant to do this in your life. You were always meant to achieve this in your life. And therefore, that's why this is coming up for you. That's why this is even a choice or a pathway or a decision that you're even able to make. Okay? So yeah, this path, this choice, this decision, it's literally meant for you, and it's going to give you everything that you want. Now, the pro of this is the star card, okay? So you actually, for a very small amount of you, because this is your destiny, because this is what you were meant to do, you might receive like some kind of like fame or notoriety for this, okay? You might be like well known for this. And it doesn't have to be like you're famous for the whole world to see, but maybe you're like well known in your community. Maybe you have like, with this being star card being associated with Aquarius, maybe you're like well known on the internet. Okay, maybe you have a following, you grow a following from doing this. Okay, I'm kind of getting like that vibes, but I don't feel like you're like so famous that you like can't think or something, or you just like can't live your life, like you don't have any privacy or anything like that. Like I'm not getting like that level of fame. It's just like you're well known, right? You're known, people know your name, people can recognize your face, they recognize your work. Maybe you write a book and people know your name, they know the name of your book. Maybe you write a script, you write a TV show, and that thing gets well known. Or maybe you create a product and your product's well known, right? It's like I'm kind of getting that. It's like whatever you do in regards to this path, whatever you create or go on to be in regards to this path, you're going to be well known for it. Now, the con of this path is the Lover's card. Okay, the Lover's card. When you are doing what you love and you're getting, a certain level of fame or recognition or notoriety, or something you're doing is taking off, it can become your main focus in your life, your main focus, your driving focus. It's what you get up in the morning to do. It's what drives you. And so I feel taking this path, fortunately or unfortunately, I feel that it does have some sort of impact on your love life. But you know what? Like it does, but it doesn't feel, I feel like it has an impact on your love life, but it's not like, I'm not saying if you take this path, then you're not going to have love in your life. It just feels that, you're going to have to make certain what can I say? Compromises, maybe, is what I want to say. Like, first of all, you can't just be with anyone, right? When you're someone who's really passionate about what you do and you're really into it and you're really creative, it's like you want to be with someone who's just as passionate and just as creative and just as excited to do what they're doing as you're doing, right? You may want to date someone that is in the same kind of realm or field as you. So for example, like let's say you're like trying to be an actor, right? Like you may end up dating a director, right? You may end up dating a fellow actor. You maybe are not going to date like your everyday grocery store clerk or like your local electrician. Not to say that you can't date those people or you can't be with those people. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that it may be harder for you to find someone who relates to you, someone who maybe has like just as much passion or has the same schedule as you or has the same creativity or drive for life or work, or someone who also is living in their destiny, right? Someone who's also living and thriving in their destiny. It may be more challenging to find somebody like that, okay? Not impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying you're not going to have love. I'm just saying that the type of person or the type of relationship that you have may be a little different than what you wanted or anticipated, or like if you are pursuing, let's say you're currently in a relationship right now and you are pursuing something bigger, like you may outgrow your partner in a sense, or you and your partner may kind of have different ideas about how you want to live your life that can eventually kind of like take you in different directions. Doesn't mean it can't work out, right? Doesn't mean it can't work out. It definitely can, but it's going to require lots of, patience and communication and follow through and compromise. Love is just going to be more, it's going to require more of like an effort, I feel. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to say about that? The other way this can go, if it's not necessarily love related, it's just that you're always going to be choosing. You're always going to be choosing. It's like, it's always going to be this or that. Like this or that. Like, oh, I want to do my passion, but I want to spend time with my friends and family. But I can't because I gotta do my passion. I kind of feel like it's like you're always going to be split between two different things and like trying to find the balance and the middle ground between two things. Like trying to find the middle ground and balance between work and play. Work and rest. Work and family and friends. It's always going to be something that you kind of always have to be really mindful of, that you're not leaning too heavily on one side, because as you lean too heavily on one side, the other one really suffers. So, yeah, that's just something to also keep in mind here. Okay. So what the path would look like if you were on this path, what it would look like, we have the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. So I feel that this is a pathway where you would be completely surrendered to your destiny, right? Completely surrendered to your destiny, where you are not, you yourself as a person, you're not trying to make anything happen, you're not trying to plan anything, you're not trying to do anything. It's kind of like success just finds you. Success just finds you. The right people just find you. The right opportunities just fall in your lap. The money just falls in your lap. It's like you're not even trying. You're just trusting and just going along, and everything's just kind of happening. Everything's just kind of happening. And with this Ace of Wands, it's like you always feel like you're doing something new and fresh and exciting, and it's just always like lots of new excitement, excitement, excitement. So that's something to think about with this path. Are you ready to kind of like not give up control, but are you ready to walk your destiny? Because even though something is like your destiny and like you're made for it, it's not always easy either. Your destiny is not always the easiest path to walk down either. Are you ready to surrender? Are you ready for all the new, and the excitement, the excitement, excitement? Maybe you're like, whoa, I just want to chill. I just want to relax. Like, I don't really want all that. you know, I don't want this relationship stuff or trying to always have to balance stuff. Like, maybe I just want easy. Well, then maybe this wouldn't be the path for you, because this path, I'm not going to say that it's not easy, because it's going to come easy to you because it's your destiny and it's probably something you want to do. But I'm not saying that it's just like, this rainbow carpet laid out in front of you where you just like glide over it either. This path requires a lot of faith, a lot of trust, and always being ready to do something new. Okay? So the outcome of this, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, which obviously is a little bit more of a challenging card here. So I feel that this path, okay, first of all, with the Two of Pentacles, you will find balance. Like I was talking here, what I was talking about here with the Lovers card, you will find that balance. Like you're gonna find that sweet spot between everything. You're gonna figure out how to make all of your desires and dreams balance with like your personal life and your spiritual life and your emotional life. Like you will find the balance. But it is going to be anxiety provoking. Is that what I want to say? It's always going to be something that you worry about. Like you're never going to find that balance and be like, oh, okay, that's it. I made it. I don't have to do any more balancing anymore. Like you're always going to kind of be balancing, if that makes sense. There's always going to be competing priorities, right? Do I prioritize my relationship? Do I prioritize my children? Do I prioritize my family? Do I prioritize my work? Do I prioritize this new project? Do I prioritize this new product that I'm coming out with? Do I prioritize rest? Do I prioritize action, friends? Like you're always going to kind of be like, I don't know what to prioritize. I don't know what's best right now. Like you're always going to low key kind of have this like lower level anxiety about whether or not you are doing the right thing. So yeah, there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of recognition, newness, healing. It's like there's a lot of having everything that you want and being in full alignment with who you are and your destiny and what you were meant to do in this life. But it's just paired with like this low level anxiety as to whether or not you're doing the right thing at any given time. Like you'll be doing one thing and thinking, man, I really like what I'm doing right now, but maybe I should be with my family right now. Oh, with my family. Oh my God, I'm with my family right now, but there's this opportunity I could be doing. Like you're always going to have that just like low level anxiety. But ultimately, you do find the balance. You do find balance. Okay. So let's see what your oracle card is. You actually had two come out. So we had take time out to breathe and prosperity lies ahead. So yes, this path, and in comparison with reading number one that I did, that path did not have a lot of prosperity in it. This path is very prosperous. This path is very prosperous. This path lends itself to a lot of material abundance, okay, financial abundance, having everything you could possibly want, need, or desire. But it does have that like that low level anxiety. Like I just feel it just has that low level of anxiety. And well, the reason why I feel this low level of anxiety comes from also is like with this star card, the pro being that you are known for what you do and you do have some recognition to your work or your product or whatever it is. It's like there's always this like maybe like low key kind of like pressure to perform, pressure to put out a better product, pressure to put out more content, pressure to do more. Okay. So the card says take time out to breathe. I feel like with this path, it's going to be really, really very, very, very important that you develop a strong meditation practice, like the cards said, that you do develop a strong meditation practice, that you do develop a strong being able to come back to the breath, and really center yourself is going to be really important. Being able to clear the mind and stay fresh and open is going to be so important. And that's going to eliminate any types of anxieties, just really learning how to be present in the moment with what you're doing. So with whatever you choose, and when you do choose something and you say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to hang out with my family today, that you're with your family and you're not thinking about anything else. And when you choose to work, that you're choosing to work and you're not choosing anything else. And when you're with your relationship partner, you're with your relationship partner and you're not doing anything else. So just being really focused in on whatever you're currently doing. Okay. All right. So that is what I've got there. That is the reading for pile number 2. I really like this energy all in all. I really, really, really like this energy, and I think it's going to be really positive. Okay, really, really, really positive. because it feels so aligned for you. Okay. So I hope that this helped. I hope it gave you some insight and some clarity. And if you want to look into your specific situation, you can just hit me up on my website and we can pull some cards and like look into this for you and see what the energy is of the decision that you're trying to make. Okay? All right. So I love you guys. Good luck. Take care. Like the video if this, subscribe, leave a comment letting everyone know what pile you picked, and turn on your notifications so you know when I post another video. All right? So take care, pile number 2, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right. So pile number 3, welcome to your reading. I'm going to start with the animal spirit cards that we have here, and we're going to see what the energy is of this scenario. So I am going to read from the guidebook, but I want to first start by reading the energy that we have here, just intuitively. So, wow, okay, with the Tarantula spirit, I feel that this specific choice, idea, decision, opportunity has a lot of different opportunities or pathways or routes that it can go. So even when you make this choice and you make this decision, if this is the decision that you're going with, that decision has like 8 more decisions attached to it. It's like, okay, I'm choosing this decision, but now I need to now pick all the different ideas that come off of it. So let's say, for example, you're choosing to start a YouTube channel. It's like, okay, start a YouTube channel. Well, now there's going to be 100 more decisions that come with starting a channel. What type of channel, right? What type of channel? What type of content are you going to make? Okay, you're making that content. Well, what type of camera are you going to get? There's a million cameras. Okay, now you pick your camera. All right, what am I going to talk about? A million things to talk about. Then you finally film the video. It's like there's like more. There's a lot more decisions. And even when, let's say you do make a YouTube channel, well, are you going to post 1 time a week, 5 days a week? Are you going to daily vlog? You know, there's like so many different decisions that have to be made. And every decision that you make is like shaping your destiny. It's like shaping your future. And no one pathway is better than the other. There's no right or wrong way. It's just the way that feels best for you, right? It's the way that works for you. It's the way that you feel you can get your point across. It's the way that you want to interact with this choice or decision that you're doing. So it's not just like, okay, I picked this path, or I picked this person, or I picked this job, and that's it. It's going to come with it's going to come with many moving parts, okay? It's going to have many moving parts. And getting all the moving parts to walk in the same direction and lead you to success and lead you to victory is going to be, I think, the challenge here. It's just getting everything to work the way you want it to work, okay? Seeing the outcome that you want to see. But what I want to say is once you get where you want to be, it's just a matter of once you get where you want to be, or what I want to say is like the sky's the limit. Like the sky is the limit. Yeah, the sky is the limit. The opportunities are limitless with this choice, with this pathway. This can take you very far. This could take you very far. And it does have that element of security with this, with these colors, the reds, the oranges, the yellow. It does have this element of security. Yeah. Okay. The other card that came out for this was the Peacock. So I was also, what I was also getting from this, like I kind of talked about in the beginning, is like this choice as well, it does feel that there is an element of being seen, okay? And we'll see what the cards say, but like for pile number two, I was getting kind of like a fame and recognition type of thing. Being recognized for your work, being recognized for your skills, your talents, your abilities. This peacock to me feels more like showing the world who you really are, and the world just like marveling at you, right? Like, if you've ever seen a peacock, like that's what they do, right? It's like this bird, and then they just like fan open these like beautiful, I don't know if they're like wings, what are they? Feathers. Okay, I could be wrong. Um, and it's just like, wow. It's like, it's mesmerizing. It's mesmerizing. It's like out of this world. It's just not something you see every day. At least I don't see peacocks every day. Maybe where some of you guys live, you see peacocks every day. But it's just like, wow, that's just something you don't see every day. It's just so different and it's so beautiful. It's so different and it's so beautiful. So I'm getting with this path kind of similar to pile two, where like it's kind of like, how I describe it. Yeah, like similar to pile two. There's definitely security in this path. There's definitely a lot of getting what you need in this path, or on this path, or with this person, or this decision. And it's like you're being seen for who you really are. You're being seen for who you really are, but there's kind of like this reveal aspect to it. It's like you're slowly revealing yourself to the world. Yeah. So this to me feels like not a slow path, but it feels like the path is open the more and more and more that you open yourself up. So the more you open yourself up to people, the more you open yourself up to the world, the more you open up to this opportunity, or to this whatever it is, this person, the more and more you open up to them, the more and more you get from it. So it's kind of like you're in control of how it works out and how it pans out, based upon how open your wings are or how closed they are. That determines how people see you or react to you or interact with you. So I kind of feel like there's like a bit of control there. Okay, let's go ahead and let's read these cards from the guidebook and let's see what further information we can get. All right, so let's first start with the tarantula. So this is a fire animal. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like this seems to be, it seems to be something you're passionate about as well. But, and I know I'm comparing and contrasting to pile because it's helping me to understand the energy. But like it's not as intense as pile 2. Like pile 2 was like super intense. This feels a little bit more like a cool fire. Like a nice cool fire, like the type of fire that you burn in your backyard on like a nice chilly evening. That it just brings you a little bit of warmth and it's just nice to be around and it's, you know, just really comforting. That's what this energy feels like to me, whereas pile 2 felt more of like a burning fire, like a burning fire, like a whoa, like a crazy, like a fire big that it gets people's attention, right? Like a fire that gets people's attention, a fire where it's like, you know, yeah, it's a big fire. This feels like more of like a cool fire, okay? So what it says is at a crossroad, claiming life's purpose, okay? The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside you keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. So when this energy is in balance, it follows intuition. When it's out of balance, it hesitates and over intellectualizes. And when it's into balance, or how to bring it into balance, is to daily journal. So yeah, again, similar to pile 2, I do feel that whatever this decision is, it's definitely related to your life purpose, and it's definitely like has to do with why you're here. Okay, so the two piles have that in common. So if you're comparing pile 2 and 3, this choice is just as in alignment, I want to say, as pile 2. Okay, it's going to require just as much intuition as pile 2, but I feel like it's not going to require as much sacrifice as pile 2. This pile feels a little bit more easygoing. It's like impactful without hitting you over the head. It's impactful without hitting you over the head. It's like cool and confident. Cool and confident. Doing what I'm meant to do. And being supported and loved along the way. Okay? Is there anything else I want to say about this tarantula spirit before we move on? Yeah. And like I was saying with the different legs, it touched on that here. It's like this represents a moment when a great decision needs to be made. It's like you will have to make a lot of decisions in this path, okay? You'll always be making little decisions. I'm wondering if those of you choosing this are maybe becoming a leader. I was getting like a leader or like a manager or a boss of some sort, where you're always making these like little decisions, and like they may seem little at the time. Like someone may say, should we go with the red paper or the blue paper? And it's like, no, I like the blue paper. But the blue paper leads to, you know, the look of the company. And when the company looks blue, it has a different feel. Whereas if you pick the red paper, the company would have a different feel. You know, it's like, it feels like that. It's like you're making all these super tiny little decisions that seem so inconsequential at the time, but they actually add up to much bigger decisions. Yeah. And the way to make the decisions in this path is always, like the book says, is always going to be to follow your intuition, to always follow the path that you've set out to take. So it's like when you pick this path, it's like don't allow yourself to be like sucked in or drawn into anything that you know is not you. Like if you know it's not you and you know that's not really what you want to be associated with or be a part of, don't pick that path. Don't do that decision. So this is a pathway where you really have to rely very heavily on your intuition, on that inner voice, on that inner guidance that's telling you what to do. Okay? All right, let's look at the peacock energy here. So the peacock is an air energy. All right. So the peacock says inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all life experiences, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within the psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. So when in balance, this energy is confident and kind. When it's out of balance, it can't digest situations. And to bring this energy into balance, it needs to meditate on the navel. So, wow, that is excellent. I'm getting for this pile, one moment. Sorry. For this pile, I'm getting, this is going to resonate like with a very small amount of people, but this could be a pile where you're doing something that has to do with like the inner wellness space, the inner beauty space, like health and wellness, but like from more of like a holistic viewpoint. Okay, where it's like you're revealing yourself and you're revealing who you are, and like or you're revealing your ideas, or you could be starting a business or creating a product that it's so different than the rest. It stands out because it's so different from the rest. Like no one else is doing what you're doing, because you're taking a completely unique approach. You're taking a completely unique approach that the other people don't normally take. And when people come across your approach and they see the way you do things, or they use your product, or they consume your content, it's like, wow, something about that hits differently. Something about this hits differently. It's not the same. It looks kind of, it's beautiful, like it's beautiful, but it's not like the traditional type of beauty. Like it's like it's bringing this like new style of beauty, this new different way of viewing beauty. So maybe you're doing something very innovative in your field. Maybe you're doing something very different in the field that you work in your industry. That it's just very different than everyone else. So this feels really good. Okay, let's look at your tarot. So for here, what I did was the overall energy of this path, the pros, the cons, what the path would look like, and the outcome. Okay. All right. So the overall energy of this path, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, the Six of Cups. So, like we were kind of getting like the inner beauty thing, this seems very like a very like internal, personal pursuit or process or opportunity, business. I feel like this card really illustrates that properly. It's like your business, your idea, your relationship, it's just like a tree. Like it just looks like any other tree, right? Like a tree is a tree. But the roots are different. The roots are different. Like the soil that it's grown in is different. The water that it's had has been different. So there's some, it's like, it's a tree, but there's something very different about the tree. It's very beautiful. And normally with the Six of Cups, it's about like, oh, the past and past things. And it's like, no, I'm not getting that from this card. What I'm getting more from this card is balance. Balance. Like, and that's what beauty is a lot of. Beauty is about things being like in balance and things being symmetrical and things being like even. So I can see like whatever you're doing being like very balanced and very wholesome and very like very beautiful. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from whatever this choice decision is. Like, I know I keep using the word beautiful, but like it's kind of like whatever you're doing, it's like a work of art. It's like a labor of love. It's a yeah, it's like a labor of love. It's a passion. It feels like a passion project, a business that you're passionate about, an idea you're passionate about, a person you're passionate, a relationship you're passionate about. Could be if this is a relationship, it could be someone from your past too. Um, yeah, very well could be. Okay. So whatever it is, it's a very balanced opportunity. The pro of this is the Five of Wands, which is kind of weird to come up as a pro. But the pro of this is that you don't have to have this path all figured out. Like this is just kind of like a path that you walk, and as you walk it, it just reveals more to you, which I mean, for some people, could be a con. Could be a con. You might not really want to walk a path like that where you don't really know what's going to happen, where you always feel kind of lost. This is definitely a path where you're just always surrendering because you're doing it for love. So it's not logical and it doesn't make sense and it's not really like, you know, yeah, it's like not logical and it doesn't make sense, but there's like kind of like a beauty in that. There's like a freedom in that. There's like a freedom in not having to have everything figured out and not having to and not knowing the way everything's gonna pan out. Like it kind of I feel like it's very this feels very like flowy and light and free. The con is the Daughter of Cups, okay? So I feel like with this path, again, there's always going to be a little bit of emotional uncertainty with it. It's going to be very emotional because again, this feels like something that you really want to do, something that your heart is in, your heart's in it. And so it's something you want to do, but sometimes those can be the hardest things. Why? Because love and emotion is ever changing, right? Even when you love something or you love someone, it has ebbs and flows. It has ups and downs. It goes backwards and forwards. You know, sometimes you're like really in love with your partner, and other times you need space. And there's nothing wrong. It's like the natural rhythm of the relationship, and that's kind of what I see coming up with this. It's like it's so beautiful and it's so amazing and it's like excellent, but it ebbs and flows. Your desire for it, your passion for it is going to ebb and flow. It's going to be here one day and then it's not. So that's going to be the hardest part about this particular path. And furthermore, how the path looks ahead, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is about releasing, okay, the past. I'm also kind of feeling like I'm feeling like charitable vibes with this. It's like maybe you're starting a nonprofit organization to help children who don't have shoes because you didn't have shoes when you were growing up. So you want to make sure that, you know, you can, you know, provide that opportunity to people less fortunate than you because you can empathize with them. So it kind of feels like you're doing something because you've been affected by it and you want to help other people to to go through it better or have it better than you did. And by doing it, it kind of heals you in a bit and it kind of helps you to rewrite your story and not really see yourself as like a victim. You kind of see yourself more as like, I've overcome this. I've come out the other side of this and now I can help other people. It feels more of like that type of thing. But my concern with this path is that okay, once you help the people and you achieve this, I don't know that it would last any longer than that, right? A good example of that, like I'm a nurse, and so a lot when you like first go to nursing school, like the first day they like go around in a circle and they ask everyone like, why do you want to be a nurse? And the number one answer that people give is because I want to help people. Because I want to help people. Because, you know, when my grandmother died, the nurses were so sweet to me, and now I want to be a nurse because I want to do that for someone else. Um, or when I was in the hospital with a broken leg and the nurses helped me and I was really inspired by them and now I want to help someone else. You know, it's like, I kind of get that feeling. It's like, I want to do this because, and that may be why we have the Six of Cups coming up here. It's like, I want to do this because I want to pay it forward. I want to give people the opportunity I didn't have. I want to be an inspiration to people who need it. I don't want people to struggle the way that I want to share my story type of thing. But my feeling is once you share your story or once you do it, I feel like the passion maybe wanes a bit. And with the Four of Cups here, it feels like this being in your outcome. Again, it's like once you get what you want, you kind of retract back. Okay, you may like retract back, or you may need to like process more. You may, okay, let me give an example. So let's say you start the business, right? And it's great and it helps people and people are amazed by it and it's beautiful. And then now you kind of have like a little bit of maybe like fame or status from it. People know you as, oh, that person that has that really great business, that really great organization, or that has that really great initiative or whatever. And it's like you may not always want to be known as that, or you may not want to always talk about that. Like, but once you're known for it, it's like, that's it. Like, once you decide this is what you're going to do, like, that's it. You know, that's it. That's what you're doing. And that's the whole thing. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying, like, don't do this. But I'm just saying, like, think it all the way through. Think it all the way through to the end. Yes, it may be great, but how are you going to feel about this a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Are you going to want to continue to always talk about whatever this is? Or are you always going to want to be known as this person who did that, who does this thing or did that thing or whatever? Maybe you do. Maybe you contemplate and maybe you do. Maybe you contemplate and you're like, no, I don't. Okay? All right. Let's look at your oracle card. Wow. Perfect. So the card that comes out is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yes, I feel that doing this, taking this choice, taking this opportunity, going down this pathway, it's like, yes, it's going to kind of like, in a sense, heal you from something difficult that you've been through. It's going to like bring something all the way around for you, full circle. You can show your transformation or your hard work in some way, shape, or form, and that's all great and that's all excellent. But I think it's important to pay attention to the words on this card. It says the end. So to me, this is not, if you're looking for the next decision of your life that's going to last you the next few years or decades of your life, I don't think that this is that thing. If you just want like a little short project that you want to do, then yeah, this is more of like a short little project to do. But I do feel that this will eventually come to a close here. So if you're fine, if you're like, I really just want to do this, I don't care how long it lasts, I want to share this, I want to share my beauty, I want to share my wisdom, my knowledge, I don't really care how it works out, then yes, this is the choice to go. But if you're looking for that thing that's really gonna like feed your fire for a long time, I don't think that this is necessarily that. I don't think this is really gonna like feed you for a long time. Yeah. It's going to be really, really great while it's happening. And then once it's done, I kind of feel that you're going to be like, what's next? Okay, what's next after this, right? I've been there. That's like the worst when you like commit to something and you invest so much time into something and it kind of just like dwindles away. You know, like, okay, well, that was fun, but what's next? That's kind of where I see this going. All right. So I really hope that helped. I hope that gave you some insight and clarity into this decision and into this choice. Um, Great decision, great choice, but just think about its longevity, okay? So if you want to look specifically into a choice in your life, then you can check out my website and you can book a session with me and we can pull some cards and look into your choices. We can compare different choices with each other and see which one's going to be the best for you. So link for that will be down below. Be sure to give this video a like and comment which pile you chose and how it resonated in your life. And if you aren't already, please do subscribe with notifications so you know when I post a video. All right, guys, so take care and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.